Hi, how are you all? I hope everyone doing well. In this video, we are going to learn about present perfect tense. It is third kind of a present tense. It is third kind of a present tense. So this tense structure: subject, place, either has or have. Based on the subject, we should use any one of the helping verb after subject in the sentence. Then V3 verb form. In this tense, we get V3 verb form plus object as usual indication. So it is present perfect tense structure. Subject, has or have, V3, object, indication. So before going to start the example, let us know where should we use has and where we use have in the sentence. So firstly, has. Has we use after all singular subjects. Third person singular subjects. Look, my dear students, we have four third person singular subjects. They are she, he, it and name. So after these four subjects, we should use in present perfect tense has helping verb. Has helping verb. You know something? Whenever a sentence starts with any one of these subject, we must use has after any one of these subject in present perfect tense. And then have. We use have after I and you and also we and they. So including with these four subject names. So already we have an idea about names. Whenever we get a double name in the sentence, double or more than two names, so that definitely becomes plural subject. That's why we should use in that situations also have in present perfect tense. Okay, I hope you can get idea about this. Now I am going to explain about examples. So before going to discuss about example, let us recollect what is simple and what is present continuous tense. So simple present tense, we express in that tense the actions which are true and universal facts and habits and as well as regular actions. So these three kind of situations we express into the simple present tense. In the same way, in the present continuous tense we express the action which is happening right now. So current actions all we express in present continuous tense. That's why we call that with another name, that is real tense. So why should we call that real tense? Already we have an idea and we have discussed it in the previous video. Because when we are talking about an action in the sentence, the action is going on. Because of that rule, we are calling present continuous as a real tense. Okay? But here we are going to discuss about present perfect tense. What kind of feelings, what kind of ideas, what kind of expressions we should express in this tense? Very simple, my dear students. The actions which have completed recently, the actions which have completed recently. See, actually recent completed actions, but in present perfect tense we write definitely completed actions, but recent completed actions, that is very important to remember. Okay, so the actions which have completed recently, all such that kind of feelings we express in this tense. So example 1, I have completed my homework just now. So look at the example. I have completed my homework just now. So it is called subject, it is called helping verb, and it is called main verb, and it is called object, and it is called indication. So these are the parts of a sentences. Okay, leave it there. I have completed my homework just now. So just now the word refers the whole sentence, just the action completed recently. So through that word just now, what we have in the sentence, we can definitely get an idea about verb which we have in this sentence. The action is completed recently. The action is completed recently. See, after I, we used to have helping verb. Basically in the structure we discussed about two helping verbs. One is has, another one is have. But why did we write have in this example after I? Because already we discussed about where we should use have and where we should use has in the sentence. So whenever a sentence starts with the third person singular subjects, after all those subjects we use only has helping verb. But here if you look at the example, here the sentence started with the I. I is not third person singular subject. It is first person singular subject. That's why we used have after I in the sentence. So it is assertive sentence, positive statement. Okay, let me convert that into assertive negative. Simple. I don't have completed my homework just now. Just now. It is assertive sentence, negative expression. Negative expression. Dear students, here I used don't have. So we can write have not. Have plus not. So if we shorten this word, haven't. So we can write this also. Otherwise we can write don't also. So we can write haven't or don't have. So we can choose any one of this to write in negative expression in present perfect tense. There is no more confusion and there is no more mistake at all. So hope you can definitely understand it. So haven't or don't have. It is what we use to write in present perfect tense negative expression. Okay, next. So I am going to convert this into interrogative positive statement. So simply, so interrogative sentences always starts with the helping verbs. Starts with the helping verbs. So have I completed my homework? My homework just now. So it is interrogative positive statement. It is interrogative positive statement. Look dear students, here I started the interrogative sentence with the helping verb. So here I have written have after subject. So when we write before subject helping verbs, that becomes interrogative. Of course we know that rule very much. So next I am going to write interrogative negative expression. So simple. Don't I have completed my homework just now? It is interrogative negative expression. It is interrogative negative expression. Don't I have completed my homework just now? So we can write simply instead of don't, there is a chance to write haven't. So you can write haven't I completed my homework just now? So that is also correct. So whatever which would you like to prefer to write interrogative negative expression, that you choose yourself. Okay, there is no mistake at all. So it is present perfect tense. I explained one example into 4 ways. Okay dear students, so I hope you can definitely get some idea about these examples. Okay, one more thing I would like to remind, in present perfect tense we express the actions which have completed recently. So all recent completed actions we should express in this tense. Okay, in the next video I will come with some more examples in present perfect tense. Until then everyone, keep smiling and have a nice day. See you, bye everyone once again. Thanks for watching this video.